G'day guys, and right here is my Boysenberry Swirl Ice Cream, and it is awesome. There's just something about boysenberries that I love. I don't know what it is, but I cannot go past a good boysenberry ice cream. And this one, I've got to say, is one of my best ones that I've made. It is creamy, the vanilla beans come through, and it is just awesome. So, if you want to learn how to make it, keep watching. Okay, so that's what it looks like when it's done, and before it's actually done, this is what it looks like. So, this is a really easy, quick, basic one, and I'm going to do it very, very quick so you can see how quickly it goes. Okay, so, I love boysenberries. They are awesome. And I'm going to make the boysenberry swirl. Quite easy and simple. Cream in. I've got the recipe inside of the bottom of the link down here. And it'll go through all the stuff in there because I suck at doing all that sort of stuff and saying what I'm doing as I'm doing it, and I changed my mind halfway through. So, that's the cream in there. It's about 1.2 litres, and I lied when I said that. And then we need another 800 of milk, which is that. And then sugar straight in. And then I will get that heating up on the stove. This is vanilla's, and this is vanilla, and it is awesome. I just got this brand new pack off eBay. I got about 100 vanilla beans in here, and they are so moist. So they are just awesome. And if you want to tell a good vanilla bean, you want to be able to run it through your fingers, and you don't want a dried out pulp one. You want one that's got lots of juice, lots of everything inside of it, and that will give you the best ice cream that you can get. But when you do it, cut straight down the middle, ball 3, 4, ball 4, chop them open, and then scrape out all the seeds. And the smell coming off these is just awesome. But I said quick, so I'm going to stop waffling and fast forward. So vanilla beans straight inside of the milk and sugar and cream. Let that all slowly heat up nicely together, and I'll give it a little bit of a stir. Okay, so that mixture is going to heat up on the stove till it gets to about 75 degrees-ish, and then I'm going to throw in the eggs. It's about 10 eggs here, and that's pretty much it. I'll give it a stir, I'll wait for it to get to 75 degrees again, then I'll take it down, cool it down, and then whack it in the ice cream maker. So it's a pretty simple and easy one to make. And these are boysenberries. I don't know what it is about boysenberries, but there's just something that I love about them. They are a mixture between a raspberry, blackberry, loganberry, and something else. But they are just really, really nice, and they go fantastically in ice cream. So, it's quite easy what I'm doing here. I'm making up a little swirl, so when you get the nice little swirl that goes through it. So, berries straight in there. Got about a kilo pack here. All straight in there, and then I have about a kilo of sugar, which is a lot of sugar, granted, but that's all going to go on there, and that's going to cook down. So I'm going to heat it up, and then I'm going to blend it, and then we're going to stir it through the ice cream. Okay, so right here we have our vanilla bean mixture infusing. So you need to heat it up enough that the vanilla beans drop all their flavour. If you put it in there and you don't heat it up, they won't lose all the flavour, and it won't go through the entire mixture, which is what you want it to do. So, we have a little temperature probe here, and we want to heat it up till it gets to about 75 degrees. This just makes sure that when the egg goes in, the egg pretty much cooks and does what it wants to. You can sit there stirring it, wait for it to get to a certain thickness and that sort of stuff, but it's no fun. So, I just let it get to a certain temperature, whack it in there, stir it through, wait for it to get back up to temperature again, and then it's done. Easy as can be. And over here in the other pot, you can see all of the boysenberries in there. And they have just got to boil and cool down, and it should be very, very nice. I'm excited. Okay, so this has just passed 75 degrees, and it is a perfect time to throw the eggs in there. So, I've got 10 eggs, and they are going straight in there. So, I'll whack down the temperature now as it goes. But I just basically want to whisk all these in, And then once this is 75 degrees, then you know it's pretty much done. It doesn't take very much at all at this point, and then we're done. So that's pretty much all of it needs. So I'm going to put this in a sink of hot water, of cold water I mean, and it should suck out all the heat from the mix. So this is my boysenberries. I have not added one little bit of moisture to this. This is just from all the moisture that's dropped out of the frozen berries and from the sugar itself. So once this boils, I'm going to give it a quick blitz with a blender, and then I'm going to push it through a strainer. And that'll be my berry mixture done. And they are pretty much ready to go. So I'm going to give them a quick blend just to break up any chunks and make it a little bit easy for me later. So now we are going to strain the boysenberry mixture. So I just want to take out any extra seeds that are in here, because I don't really want to be spoiled by any seeds. But it is quite an easy little operation. So I'm going to strain them. It's just all the berries and all the juice and sugar coming out the bottom, which is all you want. You don't want the rest of the stuff, you don't want all the seeds, you don't want the chunky bits, you just want the nice smooth boysenberry, which is what I've got here. Okay, so after it's all gone through, that's what's left inside of the mixture. So that is just the seeds and any other bit of solids that won't push through the strainer, which is what I want to leave out. So I'll turf that, and then here I'm left with just the boysenberry coulis, which will be a fantastic swirl to go through the ice cream. And it's got a very high sugar content, so it won't actually freeze down inside of it, so it should stay quite gooey and quite nice. And I am excited. Okay, so all straight in the machine. And then we turn it on. And churn. And if you look at that, that is done. And it looks fantastic. So I will take it out and then I'll put it into little containers. And I've discovered a little trick to make it easy, which I'll share with you guys. Okay, so one thing I've noticed when I made this is when it's stirred in the pot and then moved into the container, you get lots of chunks that are mixed, and then you get other bits that aren't. So I've discovered a nice little way that will make it so it's all very spread quite nicely in here. So the boysenberry coulis that I made up, some in the bottom, put a spoonful of ice cream in there. And a final drizzle over the top. And then you'll find that it's nicely mixed throughout it, so you'll get a good mixture of everything throughout the ice cream. And damn. Thanks for watching, guys. And if the recipe is below in the link below. And if you've got any questions, just shoot. Thank you.